Hi, I want to show you how to navigate the materials section, the middle section here of the Schoology desktop. First of all, I'm at home right now, right? You see that. It shows me all the recent activity, but there isn't really much to do here except check up what your friends have been saying and what is the most recent status for your classes. So I'm going to go to course, and the course that I have the most on right now is the Train the Trainers section. So I'm going to go right there, click on that. After I do that, you see the basic organization. The basic organization here is showing you the major folders that I have. And this is still in process, but it gives you more than enough idea to see how you can navigate this. Right here, you see that I've got folder 1, that's the introduction. Then I've got step 1, go on down, and I've got step 2, step 3, step 4, all in process. See the arrow right there beside the folder? When I click that, you see both of the files that I've got in there, and that little icon there, the note paper and the pencil, shows you that it's a page. And so when you click on that, you'll find that there is something to read, some kind of content there. Go to step 1 here, and you see that I've got more folders, and I didn't mean to do that here. That was my fault. Okay, you see that I've got folders within the folder, and then this icon right there means that it's an assignment. It means there is something that I can turn in. It is something that shows up here on the calendar. So that little icon means that it's an assignment. It's something you'll do. It shows up on the calendar. You can get to it by clicking that. You can get to it by clicking that. Either one. The little 2 bubbles there, that means there's a discussion. If we click on that, there's a place where people will be able to post ideas and answer each other just like a regular conversation. Now, the subfolders here, same thing. You click on the arrow and you can see what I've got on each of those pages. You see what I've got on each of those. The little link like that, it means that it's going to be something that you click. And in this case, I've got a video that is embedded, a video that's a hyperlink, something that's on a page. I can click this back up. I can click this back up. Click that back up. And go back to the introduction for that whole section. That's the easiest way to go through and look at this. Now, to put material in the folders, I can click Add Folder to get a whole new folder. If I click any of these, if I click Add Assignment, Test Quiz, any of those, and I don't have them in a folder, they will show up down here at the bottom. And my touchpad's too sensitive, I think. Sorry that I keep doing that. But right here, supposing I put Add a Discussion. I'll have the whole dialogue. I'm just going to call it test right this moment and hit create just so you can see where it goes. Since I didn't put it in a folder, when I scroll down to the bottom of the page, it's down here. However, I can very easily put it to move and have it go into any of my folders or my subfolders so that it is organized. Your desktop doesn't ever have to be a confusing jumble. You can always make it so that you can find things quickly. Now, I'm going to delete this because it's not one that I want right this moment. The other thing I wanted to show you here is you can use the hyperlinks all through here to see where you are. So if I go to, I'm going to go deeper into one of the things so that you can see how to follow a breadcrumb. Okay, right here, how to create a PDF using the Konica copiers. If you look right up here, we've got a little breadcrumb trail we can follow. I can go back to the folder that's called Creating a PDF, or I can go right back to the Introduction folder, or I can go all the way back to just the beginning of my Train the Trainers section right there. And so the breadcrumb folder there helps you. You can also use the calendar here to navigate. So if I knew that there was an assignment that I needed to check if I'd done, I could click right there and do that. If I needed to add something to a calendar, I can add an event. An event doesn't give me the ability to submit work. So you don't want to add an event unless it's just a notification. So like the No School for Martin Luther King Jr. Day or Schoology and Service Day, those are events. There's nothing you can do with them right there. However, the assignment, when I click on that, if I were in the student view like you've seen before, then you'd see that I'd be able to submit. And as a teacher, I'd have the list of everybody who has submitted. That's basic navigation for the content. I had already shown you this in another video, but this also takes you to various places. Most things on here you can get to more than one way. And so this would take me to the home page that just for the Train the Trainers class. I don't currently have anything on there. There are no posts on there. But Train the Trainers has like its own page if you're using Facebook terms. Train the Trainers page and then Train the Trainers material would be separate. You could use the Train the Trainers page to make general announcements, to tell them what's going on in class, to check in with people, remind them of due dates, especially because many people will use this and get notifications. They can have notifications from their updates, and then that would remind the students that they have work due tomorrow or they have a test coming up. Okay. Navigating this is pretty simple. If you ever get seriously lost, you can just go right back to courses, find your course, and you'll be right back at the beginning where you started off. And if you get really, really lost, you can always just click Schoology. The icon right there takes you back to your very beginning too. It's fairly simple. As you get into more complicated ways to use it, you'll find there are more things that you can do, but the basics of where you get, it's fairly simple. To get to your profile of yourself, to your information, click on your name there, and notice that from there you can get to your courses, you can get to your groups, you can get to your own information. You have the opportunity to fill out your profile. All you need to do is click edit here and you have all of those things that you can make available as information. Interests and activities, contact information. Remember that students and parents have access to this. They can see your profile, so don't put down a phone number unless you're comfortable with them having it. Don't put down an address unless you're comfortable with them having it. Okay, that's the basics of navigating this. Any questions, drop me a message and I'll see what I can do to answer them.